Alright, what's up everyone? Duquesne23 here, and 343 has a new friend or foe system. Case if you don't know what that is basically the red versus blue in previous Halo games. Now, anytime you play a team game that isn't, free-for-all or like Infection or some sort of custom game or something like that, anything that's not team, of course, you will be either red or blue in past Halo games. Now, in Halo Infinite, they are changing that. The reasons why they are changing it haven't been expressed yet, but they do talk about some accessibility stuff. My personal opinion on why they are actually changing it is for accessibility. This is going to be a free-to-play game, at least the multiplayer side of things in the Forge and the Customs. I'm guessing Forge and Customs is included. It's always included in the multiplayer side of the game. So I'm guessing that's included there. But, this will be a free-to-play game. So anyone will be able to join into this, and there's people that have colorblind issues. There's people, like, I know some people in my chat that while I was streaming the reveal, they were talking about how great this is, that they can actually configure the colors of the outlines in Halo Infinite, because that is what it's going to be now. It's now going to be an outline rather than everyone just be red or blue. You can actually configure the color of the outline of the Spartans, and that will actually be the way you determine a friend or a foe. Now, I know some people don't like this because red versus blue is iconic, but it does help people who are colorblind. They are able to change that outline to whatever color they are able to see, and they can actually determine whether it's friend or foe, because I know that there's some people that aren't able to see the whole red and blue that well, so they're like, they're kind of screwed over in previous Halo games. So this way, this really helps out with that. And also, another reasons why they're probably changing to this is because they're really emphasizing customization with your Spartan. All the different, tons of different options that you can change on your Spartan's armor. And then, of course, the coatings. Yes, everyone's going to say the microtransactions with the coatings. Yes. The thing is, this is going to be a free-to-play game. There's going to be a battle pass in this game where you have to purchase and then you unlock stuff there. Now, they did say the majority of things that you can unlock will be unlocked through in-game actions rather than purchasing with real money, including the new samurai armor that they just had, that they showed recently in the thing. That armor is actually going to be free, and you can unlock that in-game with doing some actions, which is awesome. So, having these armor coatings and things, so that way you can really express, your colors and everything in your Spartan. Because honestly, in past Halo games, I didn't care at all about my colors that much. My colors that I do put on there is pretty much brown and blue. That's what I prefer to have. Yes, it's a very weird combinations, but that's what I actually like for my Spartan. And it's just one of those things where I barely ever play FFA. I don't play Infection too often. That's one that I do play more often though. And I of course do Race a lot, and Race does show your colors since it's not a team game, it's a, free-for-all type of game. But anytime I play multiplayer, I play in, Team Slayer, BTB, something like that that's team oriented, and I never see my colors. I never see anyone else's colors. I never see anything like that. So there's really no point, unless you play FFA or Infection or certain custom games, there's no point in even having colors, because you're either going to be red or you're going to be blue. And pretty much in every Halo game, I didn't care too much for colors because of that exact reason. Anytime I would play, BTB, it didn't matter. I'm just red or blue. So this makes me really excited that this outline system here, you actually get to see your colors. You actually get to see, which coating you have on there. You get to see what coating other people have on there, and you can see how cool their armor looks and things like that, or what they have unlocked. Now, there are some things about this that I don't like. Like, one of the things that I'm a little bit worried about is whenever you're trying to sneak around, let's say you're playing Capture the Flag, and you're trying to sneak around the enemy base to be able to go grab the flag. The thing that makes me worried about this is, with this outline that is basically glowing, you're going to be able to see, the enemy team is going to be able to see you out of their peripheral vision much easier, because they'll see you running by with a glowing outline, and, you're just kind of screwed over there. So I do worry a little bit about that, but of course, we haven't played the game. The flighting comes later on towards the end of this summer, so we'll all be able to test it out, be able to see what we like. They might be able to change some things if, you know, giving good constructive feedback and stuff. So it's just one of those things where that's just my worry about it, is that this glowing outline for you is gonna really, like, it's gonna attract people's attention whenever they're going, even though they may have not have seen you normally, with just like you either being red or blue or something. And so that way, you know, like you can sneak by something in the shadows, but unfortunately here you're going to be glowing a red outline or whatever color you choose for the enemy outline. So that is something that does worry me a little bit about this, but overall I do like the idea, because then we actually get to see our Spartans, you know, armor coatings. We get to see everything how we want our Spartan to be, rather than it just always be red or blue. So that is my opinion on this. You know, and of course I appreciate everyone's opinion, so be sure to go ahead and leave a comment down below the video. Just, you know, what do you think about this new friend or foe system? Is it something that you enjoy the change of? Are you appreciative? Are you colorblind? I know that there's some people who do watch me that, you know, whenever I was streaming the event, that were colorblind, and they were like, this is great, because now I'll be able to actually see who is a friend or foe, you know, on here. So, you know, there's definitely some big advantages to this. And like I said, with it being free to play, there's going to be a lot more people jumping in, a lot more people playing. So it needs to be more accessible for everyone, you know, including people who are colorblind. And this is definitely some way of being able to do that. And the inclusion of other things like that training mode, the academy, which is fantastic. I think that's so great. I'll talk about that in another video. This one's strictly about the friend or foe system. But yeah, this is awesome. I'm so excited about this. I do have a little bit of worry about certain aspects that I mentioned earlier, but overall, I'm very excited to be able to see my Spartan how I want it to be, you know, in the game, and rather than my colors being covered up by red or blue. So thank you everyone for coming out for this. Subscribe for more Halo Infinite news and other news, you know, over some other games that I will be covering, like Forza Horizon 5 is a game I'm going to be covering some, because they have an editor, and the editor looks pretty awesome. So I'm pretty excited about that. Be able to do some editing stuff in Forza Horizon 5 and be able to make custom tracks and things, because that's something I love doing. If y'all don't know, if y'all are new to the channel at all, I'm a huge forger. I forge a lot. You know, I do a lot of custom games, do a lot of racing. That's why I like forging the most, is racetracks. And so of course, whenever Forza Horizon 5 said that they're going to have this insane editor on there, so I'm like very interested in that. So I'm definitely going to be covering that, as well as of course Halo news, and then anything else that I ever decide to do involving custom games, or, you know, custom maps or things like that. So very unfortunate that Far Cry 6 doesn't have a level editor, because I was very excited about that, but they shot that down for some dumb reason. I'll make a video about that soon. You know, I'm in the process of it, but I just want to say thank you. You know, just wanted to talk about this friend or foe system real quick. Just want to say thank you everyone for coming out. Appreciate it. Subscribe for more Halo content, and I will see y'all in the next time. And remember, let's forge a new Halo.